Smell that? Springtime.
And more specifically, hold on. That's Trader Joe's new sweet Italian chicken sausage out on the grill.
Amazing.
Oh, you just popped open Trader Joe's spicy mango lemonade.
Nope. That's organic jalapeno limeade.
Oh.
It's spring shopping list time.
Let's go inside Trader Joe's.
I'm Tara Miller, Director of Words and Phrases and Clauses.
And I'm Matt Sloan, the marketing product guy.
Okay, let's start with a proactive retail jargon alert. When you hear us say a product is coming in, that means it's coming in to your neighborhood Trader Joe's.
Right. It's either on the shelves right now, or it soon will be, or maybe even soon to sell out. So you gotta act quickly.
Yeah, a lot of these items that we're gonna talk about today are seasonal, meaning, in theory at least, we only stock enough for a limited time. Some are returning favorites, some are brand spanking new, never before available at Trader Joe's.
Or possibly anywhere else. So what is first on our list?
A new product coming in for the very first time a few weeks after this episode is gonna launch. Mini, almost everything bagel sandwich crackers with cream cheese filling. So it's kind of like a crunchy mini bagel with cream cheese. Savory, got like just the tiniest bit of sweetness that's in the cream cheese filling. It's like, it's an everything bagel with cream cheese, but lots of them in a little bag. So I'm gonna take a couple out. The little crackers, they're obviously round like a bagel, and they have a little hole in the middle like a bagel. And they're just very, very, very cute.
So why almost? I mean, mini almost everything bagel sandwich crackers?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Because they're missing one component of that classic seasoning mix. They're missing sesame seeds.
Wait, why?
The place that makes these crackers, they don't process sesame seeds because sesame seeds in this country are the 9th top allergen. So a lot of production facilities keep their production lines separate from, free from different allergens, sesame among them. And I don't know that you really miss it.
I don't really miss it.
Perfect.
Next on our list, we have sweet Italian chicken sausage. It's what I would call new-ish. It's been in our stores since about late last fall, but it is kind of great to talk about right now because it's excellent on the grill. They're also excellent just like cooked in a pot of homemade tomato sauce. They're great with grilled peppers and onions. They're just delicious.
And I actually think that you could serve this with something that might be more Thai cuisine inspired, something like a peanut and crispy noodle salad. So if you were to grill up this chicken, this is sweet Italian chicken sausage, and then chop it up and pair it with this peanut crispy noodle salad, I think it's a great combo, especially if you're on the grill with those chicken sausages. A little bit of that smoke and char flavor works really nicely with the slightly sweet, a little bit of tangy peanut dressing that's in this salad.
Let's see, when is this salad available again in stores? Like right around the beginning of April. That's going to be the first thing I do when it comes back in. I'm going to grill some sausages.
If you think about like a classic chicken satay with the peanut sauce, that combo's not too far off from that. Some people might call this fusion. I just call it tasty.
What could be better than cheese?
At the tasting panel, we joke about how difficult it is to not approve cheese because cheese is generally pretty wonderful. This is a vanilla Cardona goat's milk cheese. It's not like your classic fresh goat cheese known as Chev, that pale log of cheese that is creamy, spreadable, sometimes even crumbly. This is a hard cheese, decidedly mild. It doesn't have a lot of that sometimes called barnyardy, goaty quality, very subtle flavor-wise, and it's rubbed with a vanilla sugar. And while that might make you think that it's really, really sweet, it's not. It's sweet-ish. This would be wonderful as the end of a meal. Wonderful with any kind of fruit. I even think just on its own.
It's the spotlight cheese for April. Our goal is to introduce people to cheeses they might not have had before. sometimes it's introducing us to cheeses we haven't had before. And we call them a spotlight for a reason. We want to shine a light on them. And then the following month, we're going to have a different one.
And in this case, a wonderful cheese from a phenomenal cheese-making team based in Wisconsin. They're using local herds of goats and the goat's milk, obviously. Take that, goat lovers.
All right, Matt, time for a cold beverage. And I know who could use one of those. We are calling Mate Michael at the Trader Joe's in McKinney, Texas.
Excellent.
We'll put it on speaker.
Hello?
Hey, Michael.
Yes.
It's Tara.
Hi. Tara, how are you?
I've never been better. I'm here in a room with Mr. Matt Sloan.
You just picked right up. It's almost like you were expecting the call.
Isn't that crazy how that works?
Okay, Michael, McKinney in Texas is just a little bit north of Dallas if you go up Interstate 75. I'm wondering, has spring sprung? What's the weather like? Is it getting warmer?
Well, we do see a little bit of wind about this time in March. We're in that spot right now where it's not too humid yet, but that sun sure is starting to shine. We've got some really nice days in the evenings where we can sit on the patios, have a nice beverage.
Cold beverages are kind of exactly what's on our minds right now. Let's just start with my favorite of them, which is the jalapeno limeade.
Oh man, the jalapeno limeade is a personal favorite of mine because it pairs exceptionally well with tequila, so it makes fantastic margaritas.
One of the ways to make that is instead of rimming the glass with salt, you rim the glass with the chili lime seasoning.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Whenever I think of Texas, I think of lunches with some of my aunts and uncles, and no lunch would be complete without a nice glass of iced tea. Our organic cold brew black tea concentrate is coming back. That little bottle that makes, what is it? It makes a gallon of tea, and it's so easy, and it's just tasty. I'm looking forward to getting a glass of that.
There are a lot of our customers here who really enjoy sweet tea. So if you want sweet tea, you can definitely add whatever sugar or sugar substitute to that you feel you want to. And, you can always add flavor to it, whether it's raspberry or peach. It's something that's very versatile. Be very happy to have that back on the show.
Yeah, a colleague here in the office saw a bunch of bottles of that organic cold brew black tea concentrate on my desk, and she said, "Ooh, that makes the best milk tea." Her secret to that, she said, is not to dilute it with water, just to do it straight with a lot of milk.
My wife, who actually works for Trader Joe's, has gotten really into milk tea lately.
You could probably use that cool, handy little frozen boba kit thing.
You probably could.
Done.
You could make a nice, sweet milk tea boba with that.
We should do a show about that.
We should.
Maybe we are right now. The spicy mango lemonade, that favorite in the fridge case, it's coming back. Michael, reaction, please.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's one of those things that as you're walking your customers around the store, you'll stop and you'll say, "Hey, you guys have never tried this. It's one of these things that's relatively new. You got to put it in your cart. You got to take it home." It's one of those things that's so unique, one of those things that's so Trader Joe's, something that you're not going to find anywhere else. Even if you don't like spicy stuff, you got to try it. Even if you don't like mangoes, you got to try it just for the experience.
Absolutely. I have used this to make ice cubes, and just as the ice cubes are maybe halfway set to be fully frozen, I sprinkle a bunch of our chili lime seasoning, and that sets into the ice cube, and then you drop those into sparkling water or anything else. People are often taken aback by what is this spicy ice cube doing here, and I love it, and I would like some more.
These products that we've just mentioned, all of these beverages, will be back in stores like mid to late April-ish.
Why are they coming back? Because customers like them.
Yep, absolutely. We have been talking about making a trip to Texas at some point.
Oh, there's so much going on in McKinney right now. In the neighborhood, you're going to see the new PGA golf course is being constructed over there. The new PGA headquarters is going to be stationed there. Universal Studios just announced that they're going to open a brand new theme park really, really close to us. A lot of people own their homes here. There's a lot of good single-family homes on the market. Lots of parks, lots of dog parks, which I'm a fan of.
Do you work for Trader Joe's or like the McKinney Tourist Board?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Say hi to everybody down in McKinney for us.
I sure will, Tom.
And
Thank
seriously,
you so much.
we are making trip arrangements.
Now I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to expect you to be here.
Okay, Matt, our next two products to talk about on this shopping list episode are actually not food, though they do kind of sound like things you might be able to eat. The first of these is a new tomato leaf scented candle.
A nice brown glass jar.
Yep.
Silver metal lid.
Yep. It has a dual wick inside.
Thank goodness.
It's a really interesting, fresh kitchen garden kind of scent.
If you're fortunate enough to have a little bit of space and the gumption to get out there and work it and grow a tomato, and your hands and forearms brush up against the tomato plants, that very green, that very living smell that is tomato plant, different from tomatoes themselves, this candle is redolent of tomato plants. And so if this does nothing except get you excited to grow a tomato plant, then I think it's a mission accomplished, but this is really pleasant. What's next on the list?
These are waffle weave cotton kitchen towels. I can just sort of hear people asking now, but Trader Joe's, you already have kitchen towels. Why are you bringing in additional ones?
Yeah, exactly. Why are we bringing in these towels?
We have decided that these towels are actually way better at drying dishes than the ones we were offering.
It is way more absorbent, I've found, right out of the package than those previous towels were.
As you use them and as you wash them over and over again, they don't lose their absorbency, but they do get really soft over time. They kind of break in like a sweater.
Someone's going to make some sort of house coat out of these waffle weave dish towels like a sweater.
You know someone will, and it will be for sale on the internet sometime in 2024.
Yeah.
I'm predicting it right now.
And that old chivalrous joke of taking your cloak off and throwing it over a puddle. Well, if your cloak was made of waffle weave dish towels, then no problem.
The next two products we want to talk about on this shopping list are fantastic. Well, at least Matt and I think so. So let's see if some of the other crew members working here at the office think so too.
Rose, can we bother you?
You want to try some treats?
We're clearly interrupting you. What are you trying to do right now?
I was actually about to step out for lunch, but...
Do you want to have dessert before lunch?
I would love to have dessert before
Okay, in
lunch.
my house that's called reverse dinner. You get dessert first, but then you have to promise to eat your dinner.
Oh, sounds like a plan. I like
So
it.
this is like a popularity contest. So would you like to have
A mini mousse chocolate egg. Or I guess it's actually called chocolate mousse eggs. That's what they're called.
Okay.
Okay.
or a candy, bananas candy, chocolate coated banana pulp candy?
There's no right answer.
I might do the egg.
Chocolate mousse eggs.
Like I said, this was a popularity contest, and for those of us who are taking a step back, we're taking a step back.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna watch me as I eat it?
Yeah, totally.
Very awkwardly?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I would say that's purely awesome. Might have to
Purely
pick some up, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Matt, that I went with those instead of the banana.
It's all right. I'm dealing with it. I have a therapy session this afternoon, so topic number one.
We're gonna let you go back to work.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rose.
Appreciate it.
Where should we go? Should we go down here?
Sure.
All right, Andrew.
Okay. Do you want to talk on this show?
Can we convince you to taste some stuff?
Of course you can.
Yeah? Okay. We have chocolate mousse eggs.
Okay.
And we have
Bananas candy. Do you like banana candies?
I do.
All right, it's like the frozen gone bananas, but a
Yeah.
candy version. So chocolate banana pulp candy.
It sounds good to me because I've had the frozen version. It's so different, but so satisfying. I feel like there's a little bit of crunch in there too.
Well, you know what? There are cacao nibs in the filling, so like a little bit of crunch in there.
That's what I'm picking up on. It pairs very well with the banana flavor. But that was really good.
Andrew, finish that bite. How about a shout out to your folks? I'm serious.
My mom, Nancy, at store 52 Montrose, and my dad, Dave, from store 171, Hastings Ranch. I think my mom just hit 25 years, and my dad, I think, almost 30 years.
So you're a
both-
Trader Joe's guy.
I am. They met at the original West Hollywood location is where. So I'm here because of Trader Joe's.
That's totally awesome. I kind of love that.
I've come across a few others like that as well.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, guys. That was
Andrew.
good.
You want to talk to John?
Yeah. Hey, John. You got a minute? You want to try some snacks?
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so, John, choose either one. We won't take it personally.
Or we will, and that's fine too. And mine's bananas.
And these are the chocolate mousse eggs coming back for another season. We got 3 little designs in each pack of 6, and inside is, all that chocolate moussey goodness.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
Love these from the past, so.
Wait for it.
As good as always.
Yeah.
I mean, really, yeah, the mousse, it really comes through. So the name is appropriate.
Right? And it's not a mousse egg like from a moose.
Just let that one sit for a sec.
Thank you so much for stopping by my cubicle with us. Can you leave the plate of mousse?
Absolutely.
Yes, well, so in
eggs.
case you have cubicle guests,
Okay.
you can serve them. All right, carry
Afternoon
on.
cubicle guests. You have a little tea party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's let people work. I think arriving the same day that this podcast will launch into the world, we have a new variation on a longtime favorite cookie at Trader Joe's. This is a coffee and dark chocolate JoJo's cookie. It's a cookie filled with cream and then coated with dark chocolate and then drizzled with a coffee-flavored vanilla drizzle on the top.
This is probably as much a piece of candy as it is a cookie.
It's a cookie. It just happens to be wrapped in chocolate. It's fine. It's
But
a cookie.
I meant that as a compliment. This thing's incredible.
There are 8 cookies inside the box. I'm going to open the box.
Those would look nice on a little cookie platter if you want to do a little something. Invite Dennis across the street, have him come over for a little cookie.
But it just
Smells like a fresh
coffee.
cup of Joe.
Yeah, it really does. It's so good.
Break it down for us. How does this cookie crumble? There's a lot going on layers-wise.
It's really crumbly, first of all.
Well, it's a cookie, apparently.
For the literal
as I was
answer.
Told.
It's really rich, really delicious. And I don't know that you would want more than one at a time. I mean,
I don't think so.
But if you had a really good cup of coffee with it, I imagine like that combination would be so satisfying.
I actually think of this as the cookie form of a expertly pulled long shot of espresso. Were you to pair it with something, I think a medium roast actually would be nice. This is just so crazy how this works out. We happen to have a medium roast coffee that we're ready to talk about. And it's from Uganda, the Ruwenzori region, the mountain range there, known as the Mountains of the Moon. It's a limited purchase. We were able to work with the growers of these beans at this high altitude area.
We talked a little bit about our Spotlight Cheese program. That's kind of similar in a lot of ways to our small lot coffee program, where we buy oftentimes a whole year's harvest from a specific farm, and we have those beans roasted and packaged just for us and for our customers for a very short period of time. It should be available on store shelves just about now.
Like Pavlov's bell, those tones evoke such deep memories and conditioned behavior. I scream, you scream, we all scream. For ice cream, Marianne, you're here.
Hi.
Hi, Marianne. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Matt and Tara?
Ready for ice cream.
Marianne, can you remind everyone what it is you do here at Trader Joe's?
I am the category manager for frozen, and so a fun category. Pretty much almost everything in your frozen case you can find. I'm loving how we have quite a few more seasonal offerings.
That's the whole point of this episode.
Right? Yes, this is the spring shopping list.
You know, shopping lists function as a very clear, not so subtle reminder of the basics. The things you must get at the store. Always on my list, hold the cone.
Yep.
For spring, we are bringing back the coffee bean,
Yes.
hold the cone. Yeah? So
For many of us, we might not allow all our kids to have coffee ice cream, but if you need a pick-me-up, you know, the one serving, which is equal to 3 cones, will give you quite a kick, I'd say. Great coffee flavor, that very familiar chocolatey coating on the outside.
And the cocoa cone. The cocoa cone is my favorite hold the cone type of cone.
yeah, me too.
And this is like a mocha ice cream cone situation. Coffee, chocolate, creamy, dense, rich ice cream, that little crackle crunch of the shell.
By the time this episode airs, you should be able to find this
Yes.
at Trader Joe's.
You
Yeah.
feel quite grown up with a coffee bean hold the cone.
Yes, with a little tiny, like,
Yes.
mini ice cream cone. When in doubt, pinky
Pinky's
out
out,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Another seasonal treat coming back in the frozen category are the Portuguese custard tarts. And I can hear people like peeling out of their driveways immediately to go get these.
First of all, it's from Portugal, from a supplier, a bakery that does huge amounts of this pastel de nata, as they call it in Portugal. It's already baked. We air fry it. Just a few minutes in the air fryer, and it's still
Really?
it's nice.
Air frying? Really?
Yep. This is one of them.
I'll take your word for it.
This is how the world works here at Inside Trader Joe's. This is what happens. Someone says air fryer, Matt says, why?
Check.
I promise none of that is scripted. If you want it crispy, the oven or the air fryer makes sense. Not everybody cares if it's crispy, and if you're really in a hurry, you can put this in the microwave for less than a minute. And it's a different texture, but the flavors of the tart are just as satisfying. We've had a lot of customers say, oh, why don't you offer those every day?
We try to carry it for a good amount of time so that many customers can enjoy it. And it gives us an opportunity to do various types of desserts and ice creams throughout the year that, scream like, oh, here's a good one, I better get it now. And, it's here for just a limited time. But then they get excited for that next item that's coming down the pipeline.
It's like a math problem of time. That is, how many packages of Portuguese custard tarts did you plan to have divided by how quickly people buy them? And that creates the season.
If we carried that every day, we wouldn't have space in our store to introduce that other thing that's going to come a few months from now.
Agreed. Yes, and we do have quite a few dessert and ice cream offerings, especially this year. There's a lot of excitement.
Thanks for joining us, Marianne.
Thank you.
The next product on our list is something that I am so excited about.
Mm-hmm.
You know the vanilla and chocolate mini sheet cakes we have in the bakery section?
I know them very well, yes.
Okay. In the next week or two after this podcast launches, we are introducing for a limited time only a lemon mini sheet cake. Please do yourself a favor, try the lemon one. It's so vibrantly lemony in the best possible way. It doesn't have any of that artificial lemon weirdness that sometimes lemon flavored things have. Oh my gosh, people are gonna love this.
It's a trifecta. The cake itself is lemony. The cream cheese frosting is lemony. And on top, sprinkled little bits of candied or crystallized lemon zest. This tastes more like Meyer lemon, a sweet lemon, as different from a Eureka, a very tart, bright, acidic lemon. I have heard tell, I've not yet done it, but I'm tempted to with this version, of people buying more than one of these cakes and stacking them to make a layer cake. What a fun idea.
I've also heard of people carrying with them what they refer to as a purse fork, so that when they get in the car after buying this cake, they can dig right into it with the fork.
That is planning.
And that's the chocolate and vanilla version, obviously, because folks haven't had a chance to try the lemon one. But I do think that the lemon is equally purse fork worthy.
That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be a limited thing. It's not a forever thing.
Yeah.
So lemon, that makes me think of blueberry and lemon, 2 all butter crust hand pies. And the lemon blueberry combo is a real winner because sometimes people might think that blueberries can be a little ho-hum flavor-wise. It's a matter of opinion, obviously, and yet the uber blueberryness of them is really enhanced by bright acidity lemon juice in this case. So you could just eat these right out of the box. I just tasted one right out of the box. Didn't do any heating or toasting. I did not use an air fryer.
But you know what?
Great.
There are air fryer instructions on the box.
Oh my gosh, are there really?
There are air fryer instructions on the box.
Talk to the marketing product guy about that.
Matt, you want to introduce this one?
Okay, with the changing of the seasons and the newness that is spring, we have before us a brand new baking mix, a cake mix. We call it Trader Joe's Chromatic Celebration Cake and Baking Mix with frosting mix and rainbow sprinkles. Those rainbow sprinkles are, of course, the without which nothing, the sine qua non of this mix. It's all about the sprinkles. What a great looking cake we have here before us. Who made this cake?
Oh, Kathleen, our fellow crew member. And she didn't just make the cake. She frosted it with such loving care that it's beautiful. And how hard was it to make this cake?
It was unbelievably easy. Everything was in the box. with the exception of eggs, with the exception of oil, with the exception of butter.
Okay, wait.
That's like everything but the bagel, but
Everything but the wet stuff.
Okay.
that's a whole other.
That's,
also-
yeah,
wow.
that's probably not what to say.
Take 3. Great.
It was so easy. Everything was,
It was so easy.
it was so easy.
And so is this because you are really a chef and that's why it's easy?
No, the instructions were so simple to follow, really. I looked at the box, I took the packages out. All you do is you make the batter, you add eggs, mix it up, and you bake it. You can do cupcakes, you could do multiple circle cakes, or you could do one big rectangle cake.
How does the frosting happen?
It's pure magic. Just add softened butter, mix it up, and that was it.
That's it?
So it's a buttercream frosting. How would you describe the flavor though? A little vanilla going on or something?
Well, it tastes like my childhood, and my childhood is just butter and sugar. Pure happiness.
Sounds like a great way to grow up.
Very happily, yeah.
Now, the sprinkles.
Yeah, what's up with the sprinkles?
Sprinkles are in a separate packet, and you can kind of add them however you like.
Okay.
I held them off till the end so I could sprinkle everything on top, but you could add them to the frosting and kind of have little specks coming through the frosting if you wanted to.
I think that there's a special sprinkle in the cake mix too.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't have to add those.
No, it's already in the mix and they are different. I remember this from the multiple tasting panel iterations that we had to have 2 different types of rainbow sprinkles, one for inside the cake and one for decorating.
So you used like 8-inch round cake pans?
I did. I used 2 of them.
Okay.
I used the butter wrapper of the butter I used for the buttercream to grease them and baked them for 22 minutes.
So you removed the stick of butter from the little wax paper wrapper, and then just used the wrapper and any residual butter left on it to grease the pan?
To grease the pan.
That's a level of genius that I had not known about before.
That might
so
qualify as a hack.
that's a super baking hack.
I'll see you on that episode.
That's
next.
right. The next hacks episode is your gig.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kathleen.
We hope we gave you some fresh springtime ideas for your shopping list. It's always our goal to help you figure out which of these you might want to check out.
Or you could just try them all.
We'll be back with another episode of Inside Trader Joe's very soon. So hit that free subscribe or follow button.
It is free and worth every penny.
Until next time, enjoy the warmer weather, and thanks for listening.
And thanks for listening.